Hello everybody, it's Jackie here. How are you? This is the second video in this series of Mindscape videos that I'm going to be sharing with you. Now, if you didn't catch the first one, I really encourage you to do that because you need that information to be able to understand and give a bit of context to what I'm talking about today. I will put a link to that video down in the comments somewhere, depending on where you're watching this. So be sure to check that out. And if you've got any questions, send them through and I'm happy to help you. So what I want to do today is actually share with you one of the many things that you can do with your Mindscape workshop. Okay. One of the things that I love about Mindscape is that it's easy to use, that it can be taught to absolutely anybody, that there are unlimited ways of being able to use all the tools and techniques in your Mindscape workshop, and that you're going to be able to explore different ways to use all of those things in really fun ways. And I thought what I could do, which would be really fun, is actually take you through my own experiences and also experiences with students from all over the globe who have taken this course, and tell you about the different ways in which they use some of the tools and techniques in their Mindscape workshop, because I really want you to start to see the potential for how you could use this or how you could apply it to your life, what this would mean to you. And I do genuinely mean this when I say that it is a course that will benefit absolutely everybody. And I am not one of those people that think that all courses are for everybody. I don't. I absolutely don't. But this is one course that really is a universal course, and that I haven't met anybody that doesn't like it at all, right? So for today's purpose, I'm going to go into my Mindscape workshop and introduce you to one of the tools that is in there that if you do this class, you'll be able to explore how you use that as well. And it's called, actually, I won't give you the name to it because I want you to get introduced to it when you take the class. But there's an internal structure in your Mindscape workshop that allows you to be able to travel, to be able to invite people or things into your Mindscape, and also to be able to go out and travel. And it was a question that I got from a pleading client the other day about her inability to be able to travel anywhere. That prompted me to remember this and want to share it with you as well. Now, I must say that in the past, you guys are really lucky, because in the past, the only way that you could do this class is in person, and you would have to travel to wherever the instructor was that was teaching this, meaning, travel, accommodations, dealing with work, kids, whatever else that you've got going on that you have to organize to be able to do that. Because of world events, then this is all being done online now, and so you're super lucky. I love this class so much that I've teamed up with what I consider to be one of the world's best instructors for Mindscape, Andy Spencer, and I'm helping to bring this event all together so that he can take us all through the Mindscape concepts so that you leave at the end of these 3 days really confident and comfortable in what you're doing, and you can start to explore like crazy the potential of your mind, your intuition, and also your life, right? I'm really excited to hear about what your Mindscape workshop is going to look like, because that's kind of the really fun bit, is getting to know your Mindscape workshop and describing what it looks like to other people and how it feels and what you've got in there and all that kind of thing. So Mindscape is, and I'm only briefly going to go through this, taps into the potential of the mind and the intuition, and really gives it a solid construct so that you can use it in very powerful ways to be able to build what we call your Mindscape workshop. Okay, once in there, you have access to so many different tools and techniques that you're going to be taught in class. One of these is what I'm sharing with you today. So there is an internal structure in your Mindscape workshop, and you might see me close my eyes from time time to time because I've been using this framework for such a long period of time, since 2007 now, every single day of my life, that I can easily shift from having awareness of this reality. When I close my eyes, I'm in my Mindscape workshop and I have awareness of that reality as well. I can also, which you can learn to do, it's so easy to learn how to do, you can learn how to be aware and present in this space, this reality, and at the same time, simultaneously, be present and aware in your Mindscape workshop. So that's lots of fun, okay? And that was one of my biggest aims in leaving my first Mindscape class, was to learn how to get into my Mindscape workshop easily and effortlessly, and that just took practice. And then being able to go into my Mindscape workshop with my eyes open while I was having a conversation with somebody, maybe while I was facilitating a session with somebody, maybe while I was having a conversation with a family member, maybe while I was teaching a class, so that it was adaptable, very adaptable, that I could use it very easily, and that it was just going to fit into my life and I could swing in and out of it as I choose. So if you kind of see me kind of drift off, so to speak, and my eyes go closed, it's just because I'm bringing my awareness inside my Mindscape workshop. As I go forward into the next couple of videos, I'm going to introduce you to other elements in your Mindscape workshop that you are going to be introduced to in class when you take it, and that you might find really work for you, and you can explore it more in your own ways when you take it, okay? So the first space that we're coming into when you go into your Mindscape workshop, and next video I might describe what my workshop looks like, okay? So inside Mindscape workshop, we have this internal structure that allows you to be able to go out of Mindscape, and you can go anywhere in the world. I mean, anywhere in the world. You can go out into the universe, you can go onto another planet, you can go deep down into the ocean, you can go underground, you can go to a country, you can go to a specific place, you can go to the beach. And that's one of the things that reminded me to share this with you, is that I have a dear friend who is also a client and a colleague, and she's currently in lockdown, and one of the biggest things that's impacting her right now and affecting her dearly is the inability for her to be able to go to the beach, where she can really connect in with the beach, with the ocean, walk barefoot. You know, you go through really beautiful processes a lot of the time of releasing and relaxing, and it's very soothing to all parts of the body mind complex. And her big panic was, I can't get to the beach. I can't get to the beach. And I remembered that I knew that she'd done Mindscape. And so I just reminded her that she has this magnificent tool where if she goes into a Mindscape workshop, she can access the internal structure and she can go to that beach. She can go to any beach in the world that she wants to. She can go to any time of her life, past, present, future. Okay, there's so many things that you can do with that. But the important thing, I guess, is that you have that ability to be able to do that. There is no restriction. And it's very important to know that it is a full sensory experience. It's no different to being in this reality and experiencing this. I'm going to show you what I have behind me because she's distracting me. This is Bailey, and she wants to go outside, and so she's being an absolute pain in the bum. She's decided to come up and rub herself all over behind me and interrupt me because she wants to go outside. So anyway, it's a really full sensory experience. It doesn't take away from any of the experiences that you have in this reality, where you can, you know, hear, see, smell, taste and touch. In your Mindscape experiences, you do exactly the same. And the more you do it, the stronger those sensory abilities become, the more finely tuned they become. So going into your Mindscape workshop, using this internal structure and popping yourself out at your local beach is a thoroughly not only rewarding experience, but a full sensory experience where you really will feel the water. You will hear the waves and the birds. You will feel all that stress and restriction leaving the body, right? And that in today's world is worth its weight in gold, if even you just use it for that purpose as well. So, my question for you today is, if you could right now access your internal Mindscape structure and go anywhere, do anything, what would you do? Where would you go? I know I thought about this morning, and for me today, I actually think I'd really like to go to Switzerland. It's a place where I've been wanting to go for a long time. I've had it on my list for a while. Did have plans on going maybe this year. So, yeah, that would be somewhere that I would really like to go. And I might just put it on my places to travel to and get to know, um, over the next day or two. An important factor I want to put into that is that, yes, it's part of your imagination that's running that whole process and system, but your mind is, and all levels of your mind are very heavily running that and integrated in that. And what is very important to know is that if you say, for example, I asked you to go through this internal structure and put yourself on a very particular beach right now, and then walk to one end of the beach and ask you to tell me what it is that you see, okay, in detail. You actually would be able to tell me what it is that you could see, and we could put somebody there in real time and they would confirm what it is that you're seeing. So if you said that you saw a massive, great big log that had been washed up from the ocean and that it had seaweed, falling off it everywhere, and there was a big stone sitting down in front of it, we could send somebody to that beach and they would actually clarify that that is in fact what is on the beach. So there is huge correlation in truth. There is huge correlation in what it is that you're experiencing is in fact reality. And in class, you're actually going to get taught a lot more about that. And it's a very popular form of mind travel that is actually used extensively throughout government agencies. Extensively. Okay. So that is your first little opener to one of the many, many, many tools that you have access to. And that one tool you're going to be able to use in so many different ways. So that was just a really brief overview of one of the amazing things that you could do. But yeah, share with me into the comments where you would go and perhaps what you would do or why you would go there. Yeah, I would go to Switzerland. Maybe I'll see you there. Until next time, bye for now.